But also at your buildings, you have folks that are inclusion concierge. What is the role of those folks in your communities, and how is that scalable, and what does it look like in different cities, or is it similar?
Yeah. So first of all, like all good ideas at the Kelsey, the inclusion concierge came from hearing from disabled advocates and people with disabilities, and particularly folks who lived in housing but also had some level of support or service needs. That folks said, I want to live in housing where I don't have to like be prescribed this like one specific service because I might want to work with a different agency or my service needs might change, and I want those to be independent of my housing. Yet I do want someone linked to my housing who understands my service needs, who can help connect me to services, and also can be a part of connecting me to the broader community. And so the inclusion concierge really came out of that idea. The term concierge was not accidental. You know, concierge is really about being person centered, a culture of hospitality and intentionality to what we do. And so the concierge really is that. There's somebody who supports to connect residents to services and supports they need, to their neighbors in their community, and to the broader city and community that they live in. And support also in that sort of housing access and housing navigation and housing retention. And so there are spin on, you know, a lot of housing will have resident services, and this is our model of resident services. We operate with two inclusion concierge in each of our existing communities, and we are budgeting for inclusion concierge for the Kelsey Avondale. And yes, you know, we are, you know, goal is to replicate the inclusion concierge. And what's really cool about it is that the Kelsey can operate inclusion concierge ourselves, that, you know, we manage and hire and run that program. But we've also kind of codified the resources and the guidelines and the operating principles and all the manuals and the stuff of what it means to be an inclusion concierge and how to operate it so that other people can actually take on the inclusion concierge themselves. We have a project that's opening on the East Coast right now that's using our inclusion concierge to inform their resident services, you know, for the new disability forward building that's opening. So we are excited to scale this both in our own developments where we run and operate inclusion concierge, but actually like it's up for grabs, so folks can reach out to the Kelsey, and we'd love to share the inclusion concierge model to become a more, you know, available approach within other disability forward and inclusive affordable housing elsewhere.